Hello, Libra. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for the first 2 weeks of February 2025. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you are a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, then this reading is for you. If you'd like to check out one of your other placements, but you're not quite sure what they are, in the description box below is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Just take a look at that site and come back here and watch the video for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Do keep in mind, Libra, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's possible messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that one particular message is intended for another Libra or another Libra placement. So as I always say in these collective readings, take what fits, how it fits, and just leave what doesn't. With all that said, my love, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know for the first 2 weeks of February 2025? If you ever see me look up, I have a plaque on the wall there of a large seeing eye. So it's always very calming when I look up there. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus, what do they need to know? One more shuffle now. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Page of Wands. In your top row, you have the Nine of Swords. You have the Knight of Wands. And you have the Knight of Cups. Flanking the Page of Wands here, you have the Page of Swords. And you have the Sun card. For your bottom row, you have the Two of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of page energy here with the two pages on the table and the page here also at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, and I wish I could read this as a financial read, but I can't. There's literally no pentacles here. Now I am going to clarify, but this feels for me more like a relationship reading. Now it could be platonic with a friend, a family member, your neighbor, your coworker, and for some of you, very well could be a love reading. You'll need to take the messages how they resonate to you because I'm reading for so many of you. But it's definitely a reading regarding a connection that there's no doubt about. And we have the Two of Cups here. We have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. So in the heart of the spread, we have the Page of Wands. This is your energy, and this energy radiates and affects all the other cards here on this spread. I feel like you are discovering. I think the feeling I'm getting here is that you are in almost like a transitional phase of your life, and this phase is all about discovering. For some of you, this new, I almost want to say beginning, and it's not a full beginning yet for you. You're on the precipice of a full beginning, and it could be you're single and you're entering the dating pool, or you're in a connection and you're having some issues within it and you're struggling to get it to a higher level of commitment, or you're in a long-term connection that maybe is growing a little stale and stagnant and you're hoping to revive it in some way. But I've definitely have tapped into a group of Libras where you're not yet having a full beginning in whatever this is for you, but you're on the precipice of it because the Page of Wands is the minor arcana card to the Fool card. And whatever this new direction, maybe I should call it more of a new direction that you want to take, it really has you up in your head with the Nine of Swords. You think about this new direction all the time. For some of you, you could be having some sleep issues, insomnia. For some of you, it could be really bad. It could be like night terrors, literally like nightmares. And for some of you, I'm getting the feeling that a few of you watching could even be like bordering depression, if not actually experiencing full-blown depression. But just take those messages if they resonate for you. But this situation is making you very nervous. You'd like to move forward. You're not quite sure what direction to take. And I think it has a lot to do with you have someone in your life that's very inconsistent. You have a Knight of Wands here to the Knight of Cups. This person shows up in your life in a very immature way. I think you have a lot of love for this individual. I think you have great expectations for this connection. I think you would love to see this friendship go the distance. I think you'd love to see this relationship with this family member strengthen. I think you'd love to see this love connection take off or have a higher level of commitment. Or if you already have the higher level of commitment, you'd like that to deepen. But you have a counterpart here who's a little bit immature, and it doesn't matter what their age is. They're showing up in terms of love very immature. They're inconsistent. Um, they come around and show you love or show you appreciation, or they just show up for you when it's convenient for them. The Knight of Wands is an energy of someone who comes in and out of someone's life based on their schedule, their timetable, what's convenient for them. And I feel like this person brings love into your life whenever they feel like it, and they take it away whenever they feel like it. I feel that you'd like to have a conversation with this person. Some of you could be nervous about having this conversation, about confronting this issue, because I do think ultimately this person is your everything. Like if they're your friend, they're your best friend. If they're your family member, it's like your favorite aunt. You know, if this is a lover, this you feel is an individual that checks off all the boxes. They're your 10 of cups and your 10 of pentacles all rolled into one. And, you know, you feel that the two of you could have a happy future together or a happier life together. Like if you're already together with this person for a very long time and it's grown stale and stagnant due to their inconsistency, you're like, man, I know that we could have this one day. It's almost like if this person didn't show up the way they did, we could have it all. We could have the best friendship. We could have the best family connection. We could have the best love ship if they were just a little bit more consistent, a little bit more mature in their actions. The bottom row here, we have the 2 of cups to the ace of pentacles to the 7 of cups. I think a lot of you are confused. I don't know whether to address this. I don't know whether I should say something. I don't know if this is just a phase. I don't know if I should just give up on it. Very confused. Do I offer them this new beginning? Do I talk to them about the possibility of strengthening the connection? So let's get into the after tarot deck and begin to clarify this. I do feel like there's relief here by the end of the 2-week period. I just think that you've entered February having a connection with an individual who is inconsistent. And I think it plagues you. I think it troubles you. I think you'd like to see more consistency because, again, I think you see great potential in this individual and in the connection you can have with them. Again, whether it's a friend, family member, or a lover. Let's begin to clarify. Bottom of the deck, Chariot. Yeah, you want forward movement. You want victory. You're in this to win it, right? You're in it to win it. You want the friendship to go to distance. You want this family connection, like I said, to deepen. You're in this love relationship. Like you're committed to this. Let's get one more shuffle on this, please, Anne. Thank you. The 9 of Swords is being clarified by the 5 of Swords. The Knight of Wands is being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Swords is being clarified by the 7 of Cups. The Page of Wands is being clarified by the 10 of Cups. See, I think that's what you really want with this person. The Sun card is being clarified by the 9 of Cups. Oh, I called it right. Yeah, this person's your wish fulfillment, your ultimate best friend, your ultimate family member, your ultimate lover. The 2 of Cups is being clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the Fool. There we go. Look, we're jumping from the Page of Wands, the Minor Arcana card, to the Fool card, to the actual Fool. The actual new beginning. And the 7 of Cups is being clarified by the Sun. So there is relief here. There is a possibility to take this connection, whatever it is for you, platonic or romantic, and steer it into the direction you want it to go in. The downside is it's going to require you to do that. And it's going to require you to lead. And I say that because whoever this counterpart is, they're very immature. I don't know if they're younger than you or they're older than you. I don't know their relation to you because it's not a personal reading. Even if this is your child, this is just whoever this individual is. It's almost like you, I don't want to say that you need to be the parent in this connection. You need to be the adult in this connection. because this person's very scattered. Bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. If you want this to move forward, it's on you. You're doing this solo with the Hermit energy. We have behind that Devil to the Moon card. So if this is literally a grown adult, there's something here toxic within this person. And I'm not going to delve too much into them because this isn't their reading. This is your reading. But you could be dealing, if this is an adult, and they're behaving this way, page level and night level, there could be something here where this individual is just codependent, meaning they're used to showing up in connections as a page or a knight because there's always a grown-up in the room. Whether it's you or someone else, there's always a Queen of Pentacles. Someone to nurture them, someone to help them along, someone to give them direction, someone to pay for things, someone to shower them with love and affection. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is a very affectionate energy, and I feel like that's you in this reading. I know that you're an air sign like I am. I'm a Gemini, and you could be a masculine, but you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So let's get into your reading. The Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Five of Swords. Something has taken place here in this connection with this individual where there was conflict, maybe lies, could have been some manipulation. There's definitely an argument and conflict here. Now, how sharp those cutting, those words were, how cutting they were, I don't know. It's different for all of you. But you're at a point where you don't want to fight with this person. Whoever this is not someone you want to fight with. You might want to fight for them, but you're really not interested in fighting with them. You're just looking for a very balanced connection, and you're looking for someone who meets you where you're at and shows up to put the effort into the connection the way you do. You're really not asking for much at the end of the day. You may be asking the wrong person, but that's not my decision to make. It's yours. I can just tell you what's here energetically. So what's here is some type of conflict or argument has transpired. I don't think it's currently happening like in the moment that I'm doing this reading. I'm doing it on the 2nd. I think it'll post on the 3rd for you. So you're not arguing like with this person at the present time, because in the After Tarot deck, the swords are on the ground. The people have walked away. The argument is over. But whatever transpired here caused enough of a rift in this connection, or put enough of a sour taste in your mouth regarding this connection, that it keeps you up at night. Why did they behave that way? Why did they say that? Why do they keep doing this? Why is this a pattern? Why can't they just show up the way they're supposed to? Why can't they do what they're supposed to? So if there is any lingering conflict still happening, I think it's kind of minimal. I don't really think that the two of you are throwing these daggers, verbal daggers at one another. I feel like it has subsided, but in your head, especially being an air sign, it has not subsided for you. In fact, this is what you think about, even if you don't talk about it. This is still plaguing you. The Knight of Wands to the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is what you want from this person. They show up as a Knight of Wands. So if this is a lover, you find them very attractive looking. They're very charming. The Knight of Wands was the knight that went from village to village to village, from conquest to conquest to conquest. This was the knight that was very hard to pin down. Whether it's masculine or feminine for you, it doesn't matter. This is a very non-committal energy. They look good. They smell good. If you give them 5 minutes, they're going to make you feel damn good. But they're gone just as quickly as they came in. All you're looking for is for this person to work with you. If this is a friend, you just want them to show up when they're supposed to. Hell, this could be a coworker or an employee for some of you. Whoever this person is, you just want them to show up and do the work. Three of Pentacles, you're not looking for them to put in 10 of Pentacles energy. You're not looking for them to go overboard. You're just looking for them to show up and do the work like an adult should do. Whatever that work is, the work within the friendship, the work within the family unit, the work as a lover, as a neighbor. Again, I don't know who this person is to you. I just know that they're inconsistent. And all you want from them is to show up and do what they're supposed to do according to you, right? What they're supposed to do according to you. And in your energy, it seems you're really not asking for much. It might be too much for this person to handle, but as an adult looking at it, it's really not a lot. It's actually, you're expecting less from them than you put in, but you're like, just do something. So the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles, I think you have a lot of love for this person. Whether it's a child, a grandchild, like a lover, whoever this is for you, you have a lot of love for them and you nurture this individual. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer. She or he could be a King of Pentacles. This is someone who takes care of themselves. They nurture themselves. They nurture their space. They nurture their family. They're focused on their long-term goals. They're the freaking adult in the room. They're the adult in the room. And it's almost like you're mothering this individual, even if this is a friend. It's like you're the mother or father in this connection. And you hold a lot of love for this person. You really do. And again, I don't think you expect much from them. You just expect them to come up and show some minimal effort that they're willing to be there for you in some capacity. Page of Swords to the Seven of Cups. This is where the reading starts to get a little bit more interesting, because I think there is a discussion coming. And I think as the adult, you're initiating it. Now, you have the divine gift of free will, so you don't have to do this. This is predictive for, and it's predictive and also advice for the next 2 weeks. So you can do this if you want, or you can just leave things the way they are and continue fighting with this person and being aggravated and staying up all night and continuing to nurture a connection and take care of someone who's probably grown up enough to take care of themselves and you, and they're failing to do that. You know what I mean? But you can continue doing that, or you can try to take control of I hate to say control the situation, but yeah, control the situation to direct it onto a new path to get to where you really would like the connection to go. And so in that respect, there would need to be a conversation here. Page of Swords, I think it makes you a little bit nervous to have this conversation, but I think you have great clarity about this connection, that you love this person. You don't mind caring for them. It's within your nature to care for whomever this is. You just want them to be a little bit reciprocal. That's it. So I think if you were confused before about how do I approach this, what do I say? The Seven of Cups card talks about confusion, illusion, delusion. But in the After Tarot deck, the individual has selected a cup. They're no longer confused. They know exactly what they want. And so I think if you really took the time to think about it, I'm surprised we didn't see the Hermit card here. Although right after the Chariot, we do have the Hermit card. So there is some Hermit energy here within your energy. If you really took a second to think about it, you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what to expect, or what what you want out of whatever type of connection this is. And I feel like the next 2 weeks is the opportune time, again, should you want to do this, to have a conversation with this person. And it doesn't have to be a Five of Swords conversation where we're slinging accusations and calling names. It could be Page of Swords. Very, very simple communication where we need to sit down and have an honest conversation about what's transpiring here in the connection and what you need from me as well as what I need from you. And again, I think if you really think about it, you're a pretty smart sign, Libra. It's the reason why you're represented by the Justice card in tarot, right? You're no dummy. You know what right is. You know what wrong is. You know what fair and balanced looks like, because you're a pretty fair and balanced individual yourself. So I think you probably need 5 minutes to jot down on paper what you really need out of this connection. So once you get clarity on that, which most of you probably already have it, then I think it's time for you to convey it to this person. The Page of Wands to the Ten of Cups says here, if this is a family member or a friend that you see as family, or if this is a lover that you either have a family with or you want a family with them one day, the opportunity here is for you to discover ways for the two of you to reach this destination in a way that would be conducive to what both of you can provide here. Let me see if I can clarify this message. Thank you, Spirit. Because you are the quote-unquote adult in the room, you feel like this should be easy. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. But this person is not as advanced as you. They're not as mature as you. So what's easy for you is difficult for them. So I feel like whoever this person is, you hold great love for them. You want to keep them in your life. At least that's energetically what I'm feeling here. This person is a wish fulfillment. You'd like this, you have almost like this utopia idea of what this connection should look like. It's not there yet. We're not at the 10 of Cups. Even if they're a family member, we're not at the 10 of Cups because we're stuck at the Knight of Cups. We're stuck at a very elementary level for a connection. And I think you can discover ways to have a conversation with this person, to express to them what they mean to you, what you desire out of this connection, and how you need them to show up in it. I think this needs to be a real conversation that, hey, if we're ever going to be this 10 of Cups, if we're ever going to achieve this, these are the things that you're going to have to do. And yeah, that's going to require you to be a bit of a parent. And this person might not like it. I don't know their personality. They might feel like you're talking down to them. But if this was an equal, you would have no problem having this conversation. They would totally understand what you're saying. Because truth be told, if this was an equal, you probably wouldn't even have the need to have the conversation. So I think and that's why I was saying, I think there's ways that you can discover how to convey this to this person without coming across like a parental figure. I mean, if you are a parental figure to them, it's different. But if you speak to another adult the way you would a child, they're going to feel like you're not treating them like an equal. And they're immediately going to become very defensive. Oh, you want me to act like you, but you're speaking to me like I'm 10 years old. You want me to show up the way you do, but you treat me like I'm 5. They're just going to get very defensive, and you're going to be right back to 5 of Swords. So I think if you gave yourself some time to figure out, this is what I need from this person, and then figure out tactful ways on how to convey that to them, I think that actually helps this person understand. I can't guarantee you that they're going to show up the way you want them to, but I guarantee you they're going to understand it. As long as you're not mothering and fathering them and like dumbing them down in the conversation. So it's like you need to have a conversation with them as if they're your equal, but in a way that acknowledges that they're not your equal. I hope that makes sense. It's like speaking to a child in an adult voice. And this is one thing that like annoys me, right? People that speak to their 10-year-old the way they would speak to a 2-year-old, or the way they would speak to a cat. And it's like that's a 10-year-old human being. They've spent a decade on the earth, and you're coochie cooing them like they're an 18-month-old baby. And so there's a need here for you to, yes, have an adult conversation with this individual. Don't coochie coo them, okay? But you're going to have to speak in language, Page of Swords, that they'll understand, but not coochie coo words. You're going to have to convey it to them in a way that they would understand it. And I feel if you're able to have this communication, again, addressing this issue, then I think the two of you find relief in this connection. I really do. I don't think this person really understands what's required of them in this connection. And I'm at the 24-minute mark, so I'm talking a little bit too much, but I can tell, and I can tell your passion for this connection. I can tell how much you love this person. I can tell how this is your ultimate blank, friend, family member, lover, etc. So I'm reading, look, if you're a Libra and you're like, F that, I don't want this person, then this just isn't your reading. Check another placement. But this is a group of Libras who really love this person. They're just struggling to stay in the connection or to tolerate the connection because this person isn't showing up as the adult they should be showing up as. That's basically the bottom line here. Sun to the 9 of Cups. I think there's progress here. I think there's forward movement then. 2 of Cups to the 7 of Pentacles. This is you saying, this is how I need you to show up in this connection. I love you. I need you in my life. I want you in my life. But I can't continue to do all of this and not have you show up in equal measure. I'm going to need reciprocity. For us to continue this connection, I need you to actually put the work in. I really do think the person gets it. Again, if you can convey to them in a way they understand, not in an argumentative Five of Swords way, because that didn't do anything but, that's not going to do anything but destroy the connection further. So yeah, then I see this person working. This person in the After Tarot deck and the Seven of Swords, they're whistling while they work. They're ready to now plant another pentacle. In the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, there's 6 pentacles on the bush, and there's the Ace of Pentacles on the ground, and the person's like, gee, I don't really know if I want to invest in this. No, in the After Tarot deck, it's like, yes, I've decided to invest in this. I'm going to throw seeds of intention. I'm going to pour more pentacle energy, time, love, money, commitment. Those 3 pentacles that you've been needing them to show up in, yeah, that's exactly what they do. And then you get the Fool card. You get a whole new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You get this immature person, no offense, cross watcher, saying, okay, I can do this. I can offer you the pentacle that you need. The same pentacle you hold for me as the Queen of Pentacles or King of Pentacles is the same pentacle I can return to you. That's the new beginning in this connection. But it's only going to happen if you play the adult of this relationship and address this issue with this person. 7 of Cups to the Sun card. There's clarity after confusion. That confusion that you had, the confusion that they had, there's total clarity. You have 2 Sun cards. This is the best possible outcome for this connection. Unfortunately, it requires you to take the lead here. Let's get into some oracle cards real quick, and we'll get into Kippers. I'm sorry for keeping you here for almost 30 minutes, but if this message is resonating for you, I just want you to know that as your reader, I'm feeling the love as well as the frustration that you have regarding this connection. Like, I can feel it. And maybe that's why I'm so passionate and I can't shut my mouth and I keep rattling off the messages that are coming to me, because I literally can feel it. It's like, God, I love you. Why can't you just do blank? I can almost hear you saying, like, I'm not asking for much. I just need you to do blank. Why can't you do blank? But saying it in that tone is going to create, Five of Swords moment. It's going to create an argument with this person. I think you love this person too much to argue with them. But I can see where you get frustrated, and sometimes you might mouth off. I can get it because I'm sensing the frustration here. Let's get 3 oracle cards now for you, my dear. One more shuffle. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Before I read this card to you, there's also another thing here about expectation. As the adult in this connection, and I only say adult because you're the more mature energy here, okay? As the individual who's the more mature energy here, you also have to understand that until this person grows and evolves more, the effort that they're going to give you after this talk really is their best effort. If you notice an improvement after this talk, and the improvement continues, but it's still not quite up to par where you need it, just know that this person is giving their best. If this is sustainable results, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks after this conversation, they're still showing up in this pentacle energy, know that that is the absolute best they can do for now. So don't come down on them and say, you're only showing up with 1 pentacle, and I just told you 2 weeks ago I need 3 pentacles from you. No, if it's an improvement based on where they were before, then this is the best that they can do. And so there'll also be a need here for you to lower your expectation, because at this time, this person can't be you. It's not within their wheelhouse. I'm not saying they can't be you one day, but right now, this is all they can give to this connection. So after this conversation, I do believe you'll see an improvement, but I wouldn't expect them to step up in the same way that you do, because they're still in night energy. You're just converting them from a Knight of Wands to a Knight of Pentacles, which is more reliable and dependable, but it's still a Knight. And I think that's the perspective you need to have here. Your first card here is Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. I think a lot of you know that this person is incapable of meeting you where you're at. Although I do think you're right that they can give more. And after this talk, I do believe that they will. Your second card here, my dear, is inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Yes, you have the power to steer the course of this connection, because at the end of the day, you're the adult here, energetically speaking. And your last card is magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming a reality. Stay focused. Yes, this is Isis. Stay focused on your goal. I love this deck here. And bottom of the deck is Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. So yeah, speak your truth in a non-argumentative way, not a coochie-coo baby way, but in a way that this individual will understand that they need to put more effort into the connection. And when they do, you're kind of have to kind of praise them a little bit. Almost like a dog. I hate to say that, but you know, and it's not that you're training this person, but there needs to be some verbal acknowledgement when you see them putting in the effort to say the thank yous to this person. Because again, they won't be at your level, but they'll be a lot better than what they are now. You're basically converting a Knight of Wands, which is inconsistent, into a Knight of Pentacles, which is way more reliable. It's not going to grow at the speed you grow at because it's a Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight in the deck, but it's a huge improvement. Let's get a couple of Kipper cards for you, and then we'll close out your reading. Let's get one more shuffle now. Thank you. You have unexpected income. Yeah, I almost feel like this person's like a diamond in the rough. You know, like I don't think they're a bad person. I just think that they either don't know better or they're used to someone else leading the way in the connection. They're used to someone else playing the role of parent. But I do think this person, it can be, or I should say, is a diamond in the rough. I think that there is unexpected, not income in this person, but value. I think that they can produce more than what they're producing. Gift. It's funny how I laid the gift card right by the Queen of Pentacles. I think you're extremely generous with this individual, with your time, with your love, with your money, etc., etc., etc. Let's get another card out here. We have Courthouse. Yeah, which for me, you know, it's card number 23, which reduces to 5. In numerology, 5 is all about change. So I do think here that there needs to be a change in the connection. But again, I think you're the person that has to help initiate that change. The Courthouse card for me also is very similar to your Major Arcana card of Tarot. Major Arcana card of Justice. I'm sorry. The Courthouse card in the Kipper deck for me is a lot like Justice, which is your card and the Major Arcana portion of Tarot. It's been a long day for me. And so I do think this is a way for you to balance or recalibrate this relationship. You then have Privileged Lady. I actually think that's who you're dealing with, whether that's Privileged Lady or Privileged Man. I think this is someone who feels entitled and expects you to take care of them in whatever capacity that you do. And I think this person needs to grow up. I do. I'm sorry, cross-watcher. You also have Occupation. And then your last card is Thoughts. Bottom of the deck, you have Main Male. For some of you, this is a masculine energy who does not show up as a divine masculine. They're a wounded masculine. Now, this could be a female. I mean, we all embody masculine, feminine energy. But I feel like this individual is a bit of a daydreamer. I think they work hard when they want to. I don't think they're consistent. I think they love hard when they want to, but I don't think they love consistently. And I think for some of you, you might feel like dealing with this person is like a full-time job. We have Main Male, High Honor, and then we have False Person and Marriage here. So I just want to say, if this is a love partner, okay, and the message I got here right away was, if this is a love partner that you're dating or, you know, you're engaged or you're living together, something like that, and you want a higher level of commitment, they're not there yet. They're not there yet. And if this is already your spouse, they're not capable of showing up in the way that a spouse should show up. So again, remember what I said, you're going to have to lower your expectation a bit. Should you expect more from them? Yes, but you also have to understand where they're at. They're not a queen or king. They're a page, and at best a knight. So to incrementally get them to queen or king, you're going to have to graduate them slowly. And the first step is getting them to be a knight of wands to the knight of pentacles. And that's what this discussion is all about. But yeah, this is going to be quite the work in progress for you if you continue to stay in this connection. Again, I'm not telling you to leave this person. I'm just saying if you're looking for some higher level of commitment or some adulting from them, I just don't think it's something they could immediately do. Like, I think you're looking for this person to show up with high honors like you do. And I think this person shows up almost as a false person. And it's not that they're false. It's almost like they're playing adult. That's what they're doing. They're playing adult because they don't know how to actually be an adult. It's not because they don't want to. They don't actually know how to be an adult. I think you can do it. At the end of the day, you want balance in this connection, and I do see you getting it, but it is walking a fine line with this person. But that's what I have for you for the first 2 weeks of February 2025, the opportunity to strengthen an existing connection. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you a hell of a lot of luck with this connection, as well as light, love, and peace.